Hey guys, welcome back to Mad About Skin. Today we are talking my favourite topic in skincare, retinal. Since I discovered retinal, which might only be one letter difference to retinol, but believe me, it's like an entirely different world, it's really transformed my skin. Retinal is better tolerated on most skin types than other over-the-counter retinol products, and you get higher potency, more efficacy, because it needs to go through fewer conversions in order to get to the retinoic acid our skin uses for that collagen boosting, cell turnover increasing anti-aging benefit. However, there are now an increasing number of retinal serums, oils and creams on the market, so it can be really difficult to work out which is the right one for your individual skin's needs. A few months ago, I did a video where I rated some of the best-selling retinols out of 10, but the feedback on the back of that video was, it's alright ranking them out of 10, but you're not really there sharing who it's most applicable for, who could benefit from one product over another, and that's really what I want to do in today's video. So, if you're as sold on retinal as I am, you can work out what's the right product for your individual skincare routine. Sit back, relax, let's talk all things retinal. Now, before we get into this video, just let me know in the comments section any of your thoughts, feelings and opinions on the products mentioned today. I love reading your comments and replying to them every single day. It's always one of my daily highlights. So yeah, I would just love to hear from you guys. I think that's enough of an intro. So let's just cut that waffle and delve straight on in. So let's kick things off with the original and what some people still say is the best in retinal. And it's the Medik8 Crystal Retinal Collection. I say collection because there's actually 7 different strengths of the Medik8 Crystal Retinal serums, and you can kind of graduate from the lowest strength up to the most potent and work out exactly what strength suits your skin the most. So this is one of the first over-the-counter retinal products that we had in the skincare world, and it still has a cult following of devotees that would never be without it. The one I'm raving about is the Crystal Retinal 10, which is probably the most potent that most people are going to want to reach for. They do a 20, which is double the strength of this, but I would say proceed with caution, because that comes with a whole lot of side effects if you don't use it exactly right, but you get some game-changer results due to that super high concentration of that key ingredient. So this product, I think, has a couple of positives. Let's talk about those first. It's double encapsulated, so one of the most gentle retinal products you'll actually find in the skincare market. Retinal, as I said earlier, is much better tolerated on the skin than retinol anyway, but it's still possible to get some side effects from using it. So by triple encapsulating and almost taking a prolonged release approach, you're not going to get that instant hit of retinal as soon as you apply it. That release is delayed, which definitely helps your skin to adjust to it a little bit more easily. So this is a great option if you have super sensitive skin. It's also one of the most nourishing and hydrating on the market. So if you find your retinoid, whichever one you choose, is a little drying, a little stripping on the skin, this is packed full of humectants and moisturizers are really designed to offset that. Of course, the drawback is this comes with a ridiculously bougie price point. The higher the strength, the more you actually have to pay, which, you know, I'm not mad about. It's got a higher concentration of that key ingredient, so you expect to pay a little bit more. But when you reach something like the strength 10, which is the one that I would probably reach for in my routine, it's upwards of £80 here in the UK. Not for those on a budget, but I definitely think Medik8 would work best for people that, you know, have a little extra coin to spend on their skincare, have super sensitive skin, but still want those game-changing anti-aging results. This will boost collagen, elastin, increase cell turnover to fade hyperpigmentation, and do it all with what I'd say is a relatively minimum risk of any side effects or irritation. Of course, the other benefit is there's a strength within this collection to suit just about everyone. Start with the lowest strength, and one tube after another increase until you work out the highest strength that your skin can tolerate, and that way it kind of takes that transition guesswork out of it. It's super simple with Medik8. I've linked all the strengths of the Medik8 Crystal Retinal in the description box below, as I will for all the products mentioned today. For a lot of people, the OG, and I definitely think for those with super sensitive skin, this could genuinely be the best. Now let's come on to this little gem. This is the Geek and Gorgeous A Game 10. They actually do 2 strengths, do an A Game 5 and an A Game 10. The A Game 10 is actually the equivalent concentration of retinal as the Medik8 Crystal Retinal 10 that I just referenced earlier, but a fraction of the cost. This comes in at the region of around £16 here in the UK, so you can definitely see the price differential. Whilst it's the same strength as the Medik8 one, you don't get that double encapsulation, so you are going to be getting that hit of retinal as soon as you apply this to the skin. Remember though that retinal is better tolerated on the skin than retinol traditionally, so you still shouldn't get too many side effects or a real increase in sensitivity and irritation. It has a nice hydrating base to it to again offset any risk of dryness, and so I think this is a product that could work pretty much for any skin type. Super oily and acne prone, this won't break you out, but super dryness prone, and it'll give you some meaningful hydration. That's why I think it is really a standout and high performing product. In that original video, which I referenced earlier, this I actually declared to be the best of the best, but I have had one new launch that I want to come on since I recorded that video. So for me, when it comes to choosing this product, I think forget skin type, it'll work for almost everyone, but think about price point and level of sensitivity. If you want to do retinal on a budget, you might have to forego some of that double encapsulation, some of the other technology that's in that Medik8, but of course you're paying a whole lot less of your hard-earned coin for it. You might get a slightly increase in sensitivity and irritation versus the Medik8, but like I say, you're paying a lot less. So it's all about weighing up, the benefits and the drawbacks of any product that you reach for. For most people, I think this could be a holy grail, and if you're worried about the strength, then you could always go in with the A-Game 5, which is half the strength of the A-Game 10 to further minimize any risk of sensitivity. This is a great budget option that, like I say, will work for all skin types. Just be mindful that you might get a lot more sensitivity than with that Medik8 option. Now, in at number 3 is this product, the Mad About Skin Ultimate Anti-Aging Oil. Now, this is from my own brand, and I am so delighted to bring this to market because it's really been a labor of love. I've toiled for the past year on formulation after reformulation. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and I wanted to get the formulation just right and to also bring something new to the market. I said earlier that there are so many retinal serums now emerging into the skincare world, which I love. Customer choice is always a good thing, but I didn't just want to bring out a new retinal serum. I wanted to offer something a bit different, and I'm so proud of what I've created. This isn't actually the packaging. I'm going to leave an image of the packaging, which is in pump dispenser for real ease and precise application. It's also frosted in terms of the packaging to minimize contamination from UV radiation, so it's got a really long shelf life too, and it's now on pre-order, which I'll link in the description box below. If you did want to pre-order, they're all going to ship next week, and I can't wait for you guys to try it and get your hands on it. Why I think this is different and special is it actually combines retinal with some antioxidants and a beautiful blend of oat kernel oil, which is anti-inflammatory and going to further reduce the risk of any side effects and irritation, such as inflammation and irritation in the skin. The oil base means it's going to be perfect for anyone that has super dry or combination dry skin. Those that might feel a bit intimidated reaching for a retinoid because they've heard that they can be stripping and drying, reach for something in an oil formulation that's going to have back hydration and nourishment, really take care of the skin. That vitamin E that's in here is a potent antioxidant, but also a great moisturizing agent too. And it's all about realizing that you don't need to overpay to get a luxury formulation. £17.99 here in the UK, and trust me, a little goes such a long way. 2 pumps on an evening will give you all that great anti-aging benefit. But it's a fraction of the cost of some of the other retinoid oils on the market when, brands know when you formulate with oils, they sound luxurious, so they really hike the price. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to create a product that was super affordable and accessible, but delivered something a little bit different. Why I think this is so great is it's flexible in how you want to apply it. If you have a super dry skin type, I would put this on after your moisturizer to just lock everything in and get that anti-aging benefit. If you have a more oily, acne-prone skin type, you can still absolutely use these. All of these oils are compatible with acne-prone skin, but mix a few drops into your moisturizer and then apply it. That way, it'll just absorb that a little bit quicker. You'll get a better user experience. That flexibility means it can be used by all skin types and minimize the risk of any irritation. So I think this is great for even the most sensitive skin types out there, particularly those that have a dry or combination dry skin type. And the best thing about it as well is you can use it on the body. You've got a moisturizer that you like to slather on the body before you go to bed. A couple of drops of this onto the body, and you can take that anti-aging onto areas of the body such as the arms. It'll work great on keratosis pilaris, the chicken skin, the bumps on the backs of the arms, and just to tighten and lift all the body. So you can really use it in a multitude of different ways, and I think it's that flexibility that makes it so special. It's a mid-strength retinal, which means that you're not going to get too much sensitivity and irritation, and in the long term you're going to get some great anti-aging benefits too, and you can use it in place of your facial oil, so it's really like a 2-in-1 style product. Like I say, it's available for pre-order now, and I think the people that would serve best are those with really dry or combination dry skin types, or people that are looking for a retinal that they can use on the body as well as on the face. This is the sort of product that you can reach for. It isn't double encapsulated like the Medicate, so if you have super sensitive skin, I still probably would reach for the Medicate over this one. However, the packaging means you get a super long shelf life. It's fragrance free, which is great if you're looking to eliminate artificial fragrance in your skincare routine, and the flexibility means it's something a little different in the market. Now finally, I want to talk about the Naturium retinaldehyde serum. This is a 0.05% retinal, so it's on the mid-strength range, but still deliver a really great option. And the reason I called this out is this is encapsulated, not double encapsulated, but still encapsulated, so a great option for people with sensitive skin, but at a fraction of the cost of the Medicate one. Here in the UK, it's around £30, which is roughly a third of the price of the equivalent Medicate, and still gives you the element of encapsulation. So if you're looking to do retinal for super sensitive skin on a budget, I think Naturium probably is the one that I would reach for. It's got some great hydrators in here, some calming and soothing ingredients too, and it really is a quality formulation for the price point that they're charging. This one I think would work best for people with combination or oilier skin types because it won't break you out, but it doesn't give necessarily the high rate of hydration and nourishment that say an oil would. But you've got that encapsulation to minimize any sensitivity and a really affordable price point. So I think in this video, there's a little something for everyone. If you're super sensitive, budget isn't really an option, but you're really worried about side effects and irritation, Medicate all the way. If you're looking for something that's super nourishing, super hydrating, the Mad About Skin retinol oil will definitely be the one you want to choose. If you're looking for a good all-rounder that'll fit you on a budget, Geek and Gorgeous has always been one of my favorites, and I stand by and still recommend it to this day. And I think Naturium is great for people that have super sensitive skin but are on a budget and want that element of encapsulation without paying Medicate prices. Hopefully this has made your retinal decision just that little bit easier. There are of course other retinal serums on the market, and if I haven't mentioned one of your favorites, let me know in the comment section below and why you love it so much. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.